your activity notebooks are out. They're on your desk, but they are closed. I want to go over this first part together before I give you some work time. But if we are sitting up straight, put those in your desk. We have calm bodies, and our eyes are on the speaker. We're going to be able to get through this faster so that you guys will have more work time. Sound good? We are going to work with today having the working with the adding the the Y and the AL to words. So we're going to start out today with the word leak. We have the word leak. What does it mean, and what part of speech is leak? So let's think about first, what does it mean, leak? Cooper.
It means like it's coming out when it's kind of not supposed to.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. It's like if something, usually liquid, is coming out of something and it's not supposed to. If you have a leak, what part of speech is that? Grayson, what is it? It's not a verb. We're going to get to that. What do you think it is, Ryder? Why? He says noun, but why?
It's a thing.
That's fabulous. It is a thing. A leak is going to be a thing. And it's when something is coming out of it, like a container has a hole in it or something, and something's coming out when it's not supposed to, would be that leak. Zoe, sit up. Look like a learner. Thank you. Now we're gonna add that ending to it. We're gonna add that suffix Y. What word do we have now?
Leaky.
Now we have the word leaky. What do we know is happening with our word leaky now? Brock. We added the Y. So what's changed in it? Now we don't have a leak. Now something is leaky. So it's changing. What part of speech would this become all of a sudden? If something like my bucket is leaky, what part of speech am I talking about now? Claire. Not a verb. That would be when we would put the ing on the end. My bucket is leaking. That would be the verb to it. But I'm using it, my bucket is leaky. What part of speech would that be? Charlie, you seem confident. What is it? That would be describing an action. My bucket is leaky. What's being described in the sentence?
The bucket.
The bucket. If you're describing a noun, we know we're describing the noun in my sentence. What is it? It's an adjective. This would be used to describe an adjective. The bucket is leaky. The bathtub is leaky. I opened my mouth and my mouth became leaky. You're describing something. Okay? Leaky. Let's look at another one of these words. We'll switch up our colors so we can go back and forth here.
Why are you skipping on?
Because I can. What's our word? Curl. Turn and tell your neighbor what a curl is. Ryder, be respectful. Turn to your partner. Three, 2, 1. I heard some fabulous examples of things that might be curled or what a curl is. So what did you guys say to your partner? Right.
I said that it's like kind of like a curved bend.
That's a good way to put it. It's like when something's curved or bent, right, Kaysen? Or sorry, yeah, Kaysen. Yeah, it's going to be curved. It's going to be kind of moved around in that spiral, right? A curl of something. Very good. We're going to take and we're going to add our ending to it. Let's do curly. What is our word now?
Curly.
We have the word curly. Turn and describe to your neighbor. We've changed the speech to it. We're using curly to describe something like her hair. Her hair is curly. You're describing something. So turn and tell your neighbor what part of speech it is and tell your neighbor what we did to our word. Three, two, one. Fabulous. The next one we are going to look at, we're going to do one more of these. What is this? This is the word salt. What is salt? Viola. It's going to use it to cook. It's what color? White. You put it on food, right? So salt is something I use to cook. It is, what part of speech is it? It's a noun. It's something. It's a thing I use and I cook with it. I'm going to take my ending. How might I use, what's our new word? How might I use this in a sentence? Joseph, Walter Wenzel. That food is really salty. Yuck, Mom, you put too much in it, right? Your food is really salty. What part of speech did we just make it? It's an adjective because it's describing the food, right? It's describing the food. The food is salty. We turned it into an adjective. Third graders, we are going to work with the Y and LY ending today. We are also going to work on another one. Are you ready? Move it up so we don't have to see all of them. We are also going to work with AL. We're going to do work out the AL endings. We're going to start with the word tradition. What is a tradition? I love to see these hands participating. Thank you. Zena, what is a tradition?
Like you celebrate it every year.
Awesome job. A tradition is something you do yearly with your family, right? It's something you're doing over and over again. Not always with your family, I guess. It could be by yourself. Tradition. Something you're doing over and over again. Ready? Wait, what part of speech is tradition? Aiden, that means in your desk. We said absolutely no drawing pictures. It's a tool, not a toy. Kyler, what part of speech do you think it is? Not an adjective. Viola? It's a noun. It is a thing that you're doing. Traditional. We're going to add that AL on it. Turn and give your neighbor a sentence where you might use the word traditional. That's a good one. Very good. 3, 2, 1. I hear a lot of sentence surrounding Christmas, which is great because it's on our minds. Aiden said that it is traditional for his family to put up a tree. I heard Charlie say something about eggnog being traditional for them. Traditional is going to be something that has to do with a tradition. Whenever we put that AL ending on it, it's something to do with that root word. So traditional is something that has to do with someone's tradition. We're going to look at one more of these. This is one we've done a few times, but it's always been tricky. Nutrition, you got it. Whenever we talk about nutrition, it's something that you're putting in your body and it's good for you, right? If we know something is nutritional, it has something to do with nutrition, right? Nutrition. We need a good nutritional diet, nutritious diet in order for us to have good nutrients. Oh my gosh, there's so many different endings we could put on it. It is, my granola bar I ate today was not nutritional. It had chocolate on it and chocolate chips. They were delicious, but was it nutritional? No, my apple I ate with dinner last night, was that nutritional? Yes, it had good things for my body. Third graders, you're going to have a little practice with this. Go ahead and take out your activity notebooks. Open up to page 57. What page?
57.
You can do this a little more respectfully than you are. On page 57, we are going to add the correct suffix to it. So we are either going to add that Y or that AL ending. We're going to add the correct suffix to the root word provided. Then you're going to write it in a sentence. So for example, my first word is mess. Well, am I going to turn that into messy or messel?
Messy.
Messy. So on the word, on the line, I would make my new word. And then I need to use that in a sentence. What's a sentence I might use messy in? Writer.
It's so messy in my room.
How about my room is so messy. Clothes are everywhere, right? That would be my room when I was a kid. Good. You're going to do that same thing for magic, culture, dirt, and rest. You are also then going to circle the word that matches the meaning. So it'll give you a meaning. You circle the correct word. And you're going to do that for 6 of them. Capiche? Go ahead and get to work.
Do you think anyone's going to get this done?
Nope, not at all.